Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Okay, imagine this. You and your friends want to ride a hot air balloon and it's a beautiful day. The balloon is ready, but there's one problem. So the problem has a weight limit. Not everyone can get in. So this question is how many people can actually get on without crashing the whole thing? Today we are going to write a Java program that solves exactly this problem. And this problem teaches you something super important about arrays and something you will use again and again as a programmer also. Okay, let's get into the problem statement. So here is our problem statement. So we have a hot air balloon and with a maximum weight capacity. So we are given an array of numbers, the first n minus 1 element, which is weight of people, and the last element, maximum weight of the balloon can carry. So our task is to find the maximum number of people that can be accommodated without exceeding capacity. So this is our algorithm. In this, we are going to use a greedy approach here. At first, we have to take a n number. So from user, we have to get a n and a array. Array is for how many people that they are ready to get into a air balloon. So here is our extract capacity, which is equal to last element, and extract people weight, which is the remaining element. So sort weights in ascending order and initialize sum equal to 0 and count equal to 0. So sum is for, so if we know the weight of them, then only if we calculate the weight, we can identify how many people can get into the hot air balloon, right? So that's why we are using a sum and count how many people can get into the in a hot air balloon. So using for each weight. So if sum plus weight is less than equal to capacity, add a weight to sum and increment the count. If it's not, you have to break it and print the count and you will have how many people can get into the hot air balloon. So let's see the pseudocode. So this is our pseudocode. At first, we have to get the input from the n, and after that we have to get the input as the array also. And initializing capacity equal to array of n minus 1 and weight equal to our first n minus 1 element. And we have to sort weight in ascending order and initializing sum equal to 0 and count equal to 0. In a for each loop, we have to calculate. So if my sum and weight by adding both are equal, we have to tell, uh, so if it is less than equal to capacity, then we have to add a weight and we have to count. Else we have to break it and print the count. Okay, let's do a program. So I have created a class here, hot air balloon. So inside this, let's write a main class. So public static void main. And let's take an input from the user. For that I'm using scanner. So scanner is equal to new scanner. Okay, now let's take a number. Get a input from the user. So int n equal to sa dot next in. And now we have to initialize, we have to get the array right. So for that int, let's take array equal to new int. So the capacity will be n. So now let's take a input for the array. So for int I equal to 0, I greater than n and I plus plus. So our array of I equal to sc dot next int. So we have get the input from the user. Now we initialize capacity. So int capacity equal to our array of n minus 1. And after that, let's take one array. So int array, we take weight. So here I'm going to copy the range of our array. So here arrays dot copy of range. Inside I'm giving my array, comma 0, comma my n minus 1. So now we sort the weight. So array store sort of. Let's give weight here. So now we initialize sum and count. So in sum equal to 0 and in count equal to 0. So let's take a for each loop. Inside in w and a semicolon, r colon and weight. So inside in if condition we are checking if my sum plus my w, which means my weight, is less than equal to capacity. If it is less than capacity, I have to increment the sum value. So sum plus equal to w. So I have to add the weight and I have to increment the count also. So that only I can infer how many people can enter into a hot air balloon. So in a else part, we just give a break. So if my sum is already enough, I cannot add another people let into the hot air balloon, right? So that's why I'm here using a break. So at last we print our count. So in a SOPLN, we give some statement. So maximum people can enter. So maximum people. And here we give our count value. So here let's give n plus 1 because we have told. So for input also we have changed, right? So let's give. So here and here we have give n plus 1, right? So now we have to get a last value. So here we have give n plus 1. So for capacity we just give n. So in our range we have give n minus 1, right? So here we give n. So here also we have changed it. So here also we have to change. Otherwise we won't get correct output. So let's run this. Okay, let's take 5 members. Wait. First we give 55, 22, 77, 66 and 44. Now let's give a capacity. So let's give 500. So we have got a maximum people 5. So let's do a dry run here. Okay. So at first we give n equal to 5. And now we get array equal to n equal to 5. So we get 6 values. So at first we take values. So we give input first 55. So 55 is assigned in first index. And after that we take 22. After that 77. After that 66, 44 and 500. So 500 is our capacity value. So now what is my capacity, which is n equal to 5. So in the fifth index I have 500. So my capacity is 500. So now here we are copying the range of array. So now in a weight array I have the values of 55, 22, 77, 66 and 44. So now after sorting my weight becomes 22, 44, 55, 66 and 77. It's all sorted in a ascending order. So now initially my sum count is 0 and count also 0. So it go into for each loop. So now for each loop at first it will take a first input. So in a W we take 22. So it will check the condition. So it is true. So it go to sum. Now W equal to 22. So the sum become 22 and count will be increment. So here. So count is incremented to 1. Again go to for loop. So now in W we have the second element which is 44. So here the condition is true. So my weight becomes 66 and my count becomes 2. Again the for loop. So third element will come. So which is 55. So here the condition is true. So after adding, my sum is 121. So my counts become 3. Again it go to for loop. So now we take fourth element, which is 66. So condition is true and it will add. Before we have sum 121. So after adding we get 187. So the count is updated to 4. So after again it come to for loop. In a for loop, it take a fifth element, which is 77. So still the condition is true. So here we have some only 187, but our capacity we have 500. So the condition is true. So it go to sum. After addition, we get sum equal to 264 and the count become 5. So further we don't have any element. So it came out of the loop and print in a printing statement. So that's how it will work. So I think you have understand how it's working. So we took a real world scenario, a hot air balloon, and turned into a clean working Java code also. So that's what programming is all about. And if you haven't already subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon and like the video if it's helpful for you. So thank you. Happy coding.